Can you imagine 20 tiny little needles going in and out of your skin, leaving an everlasting print on your body? Would you be able to tell a person's personality or culture by looking at their tattoos? My presentation will focus on tattoos and how they symbolize a person and the reasons why so many people get them. I am going to start by explaining how tattoos symbolize both males and females. The word tattoo is thought to be a result from both the Polynesian ta, meaning to strike, and the Tahitian tattoo, meaning to mark. I think that this is a pretty cool and accurate meaning of a tattoo. It is a mark of the changing times that the county government chose to officially describe tattooing as both a profession and an art. In fact, tattooing is widely recognized as one of humanity's oldest and most meaningful art forms. As I was saying, tattooing is one of humanity's oldest art forms. I will tell you a little bit about a man named Ötzi. In 1991, German hikers on the Ötztal Alps near the border between Italy and Australia discovered the mummified remains of a prehistoric human. Carbon dating would prove that the human named Ötzi had been mummified for more than 5,300 years ago. While Ötzi was discovered with primitive tools and arrows, his most unique feature was that his body was decorated with no less than 57 tattoos, all the way from his upper neck to his ankles. The tattoos covering his body were crafted by creating several thoughtful incisions into the layers of skin, which were then rubbed with a charcoal substance. According to the Smithsonian professor Don Brothwell of the University of York, one of the many specialists who inspected the Iceman Ötzi, the location of these tattoos corresponded with areas of severe degeneration caused by physical strain. Their placement over his lower spine and right knee and ankle joints have caused specialists to believe they were solely intended for therapy. He was the first man to officially start tattoos on his body. It is pretty amazing to hear that tattoos started several decades ago. Now that you know a little bit about the history of tattoos, let's find out what tattoos symbolize. The cultural status of tattooing has very much so changed from that of an anti-social activity in the 1960s to that of a stylish, popular kind of fashion statement in the 1990s. When I say anti-social, I mean those who that would get tattoos were considered rebels back in the day. 25 years ago, tattoos were actually very common on sailors, prison inmates, and members of tough motorcycle gangs. If you looked at people that were secretaries, athletes, or shoe salesmen, it would have been pretty rare to find them having tattoos on their bodies. They say this because those kinds of people wanted to put out a good reputation, and tattoos stood for rebellious people. Therefore, they were never seen with tattoos on their bodies. Most tattoos that people get really do symbolize or have a meaning for certain things in a person's life. For example, Amelia's first tattoo of 3 intertwined roses represented her close-knit family, her mother, her sister, and herself. Amelia's mother was cremated and her ashes scattered over the ocean. Therefore, there is no gravesite to visit. So this tattoo has become a celebration of her mother's life, a way of saying thank you to her, and an instinctual earthly connection to her. The tattoos that symbolize Amelia's mother, sister, and herself allows Amelia to incorporate, in Latin, corpus means body, her mother into herself. It captures and preserves the memories of her mother's love along with the emotional bond between them. As it is often the case with body art, exploring Amelia's thoughts and feelings surrounding the tattoo shows the emotional complication of her relationship with her mother. Amelia's example shows that most tattoos do symbolize certain special things. A tattoo is not only an artwork or beautiful image on a person's body, but it is a reminder and meaningful piece of art that symbolizes many different things. Much is communicated through tattoos. They are not only beautiful artwork that you permanently have on your body, but they have a whole lot of meaning behind them. Although some people look down on tattoos because they don't like them or think they are simply unprofessional, others have a strong liking to them and are proud to represent. In a world like today where expressing yourself is not that easy and sometimes a person has no words on how they are feeling. It is amazing how a simply beautiful piece of artwork could express and show so much meaning. I received some of this information from Belkin M. 2013, November 24. What do tattoos mean? Psychology Today. Retrieved from https://www.psychologytoday.com/blog/contemporary-psychoanalysis-in.action.